Morning, everybody. All right. Now yesterday I shared uh, a list of individuals, and probably I might get into problems because I am familiar with several persons on YouTube, and several persons have been supporting me over the years. So I might get in problem with one or two persons, not being mentioned. It's a part two. So today I'll be sharing with you another list of individuals in which they're from day one. I mean, like from I was like 25 or like 15, 25 subscribers, and over the years I have had other persons joining the supporting ranks. Okay, so these are the list of individuals, and for the remaining part of this our presentation, I will share with you each person as to the reason why I have including just my face. Boo! I'm done. Bless up. I will share the list of those persons in whom I have added to the list of supporters from day one until now. I'm at 2,500 something subscribers. I've subscribed to probably several hundred some channel or something like that. I'm not sure, right? I haven't checked that, right? Over the years, I've subscribed to several channels and I've watched several channels. Some of these channels no longer exist, no longer produce content. So as a result, I had unsubscribed because I like to see when my page look a particular way active. All right. So before I actually get into um the channels in which I want to show my love, my appreciation, I'll share this experience with you. So I went to a pet shop a few weeks ago. When I went to the pet shop, I saw like I think it was a 200 gallon aquarium. Um, was like it was empty, it looked cloudy, and it had a stench. And the fish within the room just looked docile. So I was like wondering, hey, what happened? Boss, just my fish. Cool. All right, so I went in and I asked, hey, what happened to the fish? How is it that the place smells so? And then the person who was actually taking care of the fish within that space said that the centralized pump system for the room went overnight. And when they came in the morning, they saw several fish dead and some gasping for air, and it took a while for them to actually remove and replace the centralized air pump system. Now, I think I've done a video on this, where in which persons may choose to, just like how you have, like for example, you might have a sub, some and some actually caters, should I say, manages the fish tank, right? Probably about two or three fish tank. It depends on how big the sump is. You might have one big filter house where you have everything within the fish room going there, being filtered and returning back to the fish room, right? That means you have one pump, whether it be air pump or water pump, that carries everything. And the argument came up several months ago, if not years, where I looked at whether or not you should have a centralized filtration system or individual filtration system. Now, as soon as I saw this and I heard what had happened, it just dawned on me that I had needed to actually do a video on it. But I remember that I did something on it before, so I don't like to repeat myself unless I'm going to be adding something to it. Plain, to put it plain, it's nothing to be added to it. It's just simple. Whether or not a centralized system is good or individuals individualized uh, filtration system is the better choice. For me, I prefer individualized filtration system. And for those persons listening and wondering what is individualized and what is centralized system, centralized system is like, for example, I just alluded to it a while ago, where in which you have, let's say that you have 10 aquariums, and all 10 aquariums are plumbed. When I say plumbed, I mean like it's set up in such a way that water is actually removed from those aquarium into a set space where the water is filtered and it is returned. That means the water is actually controlled by a pump system, right? And this is also done with air. You have these big, huge air pumps that persons put within their aquarium space, within their fish room space, and the pump actually manage the amount of oxygen that flows within the aquariums within a set space, right? So that air pump goes, yeah, and it happens. Everything is created, right? So therefore, you have to give and take that things will break down. For example, washing machine. I have a Frigidaire washing machine, and it is a computerized washing machine, and the start button actually went pressing the start button for the clothes to wash. It just wouldn't press. Digitalized. I'm in Jamaica and it's made in China, right? And checking all those suppliers locally for the circuit board so as to replace the circuit board, couldn't access it, couldn't get it. So after trying all of that, I took out the circuit board and I carried it to a technician, and he said that you don't need to change the entire circuit board. I told him the problem. What he did, he just actually took off the button off the circuit board, the switch button, and he replaced it, right? And the circuit board was actually installed by me in the washing machine. I was so it took so much time and effort to do all that. I should have recorded it, but that's just how it goes, right? And it was fixed, right? What I'm saying is that when a part of the whole is not working, it affects the entire part, right? So it affects the entire whole, should I say? Same to the fish room, right? When the air pump, whether it be air or whether it be water pump, is not working, it affects the entire tank. However, if you have, let's say, you have individualized filtration system, individualized pumps, whether it be air or water pump, you find that you're better able to maneuver within the fish space. You know, probably get some extra holes to actually share a pump. Using a T, share a pump with one two tanks. So where one, you get what I'm saying, right? So it's there. um, let's get back to my list now. I just wanted to share that with you because it's just something that has been boiling. I think I might end up go a little bit deeper in it, but probably another day. All right, for this morning, I start off my list. I did part one yesterday. I start off my list with EJ Brininger. Now, EJ Brininger is an astute, intelligent individual who shares his knowledge on every little detail of fish keeping. He shares about his shrimp. Lately, he has been talking about his shrimp and his plants and using fertilizer, using horse manure, I think, in his aquarium as fertilizer. Boss. Cool. No problem. Yeah, man, no problem, boss. So, Vinegar is, let's say, he's astute. He's like diligent in whatever he does. He explains in details, and he is a very nice individual. If you get to know him, he is just exact. And he, over the years, I have done several pieces with him, several shares. If you look at my, if you look at my list, my playlist, you will see that I have over 100 collaborated videos with individuals in fish keeping, in which I've enjoyed, and these persons um is a lot, right? I have done several collabs with individuals, and this is how I am able to associate and actually share in personality between individuals as we communicate, whether through mainstream email, whether we communicating through YouTube itself, or communicating through phone using WhatsApp or text messages or whatever, right? But having these individuals knowledgeable of content, sharing on my channel what they know about a particular topic. It feels good. Getting the yes, I know I will do it for you. I'll send it. When do you want it? Hearing all those words, it makes you feel really, really cool, really good, right? And I appreciate EJ Buniga for his work, for his camaraderie, for his pieces, for his time, his effort, his knowledge, and for his wherewithal in actually putting things together, letting them being so professional. So, in addition, underlying tone, he's a very professional fish tuber. All right. The next fish tuber, I have met him recently. When I say recently, I mean like 2 years, 2.5 years ago. Fish Laws One. Oh, Fish Laws One. Skip. Uh, when I first met him, I'd asked him to do a piece for me. In my series, Fish Tubers Are Creators. I was a little bit hesitant because I was saying like, like he has been like on YouTube for a while, and whether or not he would like pay attention to my requests and all that. But he was like welcoming to my suggestion, my request, and he was able to do his piece, and it was done really awesome, and it was good, right? And up to this day, Skip has supported me. um my channel, he has uh, been on here, he has shared ideas, he has a wealth of knowledge, he's into cichlids. He's like to me, in a sense, he reminds me of myself. He's a researcher. He actually digs deep into not only, hey, little loco, what's up, bro? What's up? I hope you. I will probably. I know that probably you might be at work, but I hope that you stick with me to the end because I have a surprise for you. All right, boss. All right, boss. Yes. I have a surprise for you. Cool. I have a list, little, of individuals in whom I think I should show my appreciation to, who have contributed to my channels where it at right now. Not necessarily by doing pieces on my channel, but support me in the sense that whether by what they have actually done in encouragement of my channel, or in pushing my channel forward, right? And I've looked at, hey, Rogers Aquarium. Respect. Nice seeing you, boss. Nice seeing you. So I started off my list with EJ Buniga, astute, knowledgeable, well put together, well, organized individual. One of those guys in which is really, really cool, and he has been with my channel. I think he has been with my channel ever since I know, ever since I've known him. I think I'm not 100% exactly sure when, but I remember when Vinegar was like in his like 30, 40 subscribers. He hasn't had much subscribers, and I think um that's really bad in a sense that I think persons should check him out because he has quality content. He has quality information that if you watch Brinegar's channel, there is something to take away, to practice, to look at, to use within your fish keeping hobby, which will enhance the growth of your aquarium or your channel itself. He's a good guy, right? So you should check him out. The link to all these channels will be provided in the description later after this stream. All right, so Fish Lodge one is another, right? And I am going back to Australia now. Aquamate, Aquamate he has now become a stream bunny, right? He loves streaming, right? And he did a stream a few days ago with Rob 93. He along with Dr. Black, along with Colin, along with Thirsty Rabbit, are all from down under, and they are awesome individuals. But Aquamate is uh in a sense, he reminds me of myself, wherein which he not only thinks of himself but he thinks of others, wherein which he tries to, as much as his channel might be a small channel, but he's always trying to help other channels to grow, to so persons actually know them. So he's always into the whole idea of introducing new individuals to persons he know already within the hobby. So I must give credence to Aquamate for that. No, Interp 66, that's my next channel, right? Interp 66. Now, Interp 66 has changed his name to Pondman, right? Interp 66, I met a lot of persons says that when you go on this channel that promotes other channel, it's like a waste of time. But I met Intel 66 on one of those channels. I'm not 100% sure as to where I met him, but I met him like for example, like where you would have passion for hunting, he would have a session where in which he actually promotes other channels, right? I really admire passion for hunting. Rocco, for that. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. Yeah, really really good guy. But he has some moments where he like will spend hours just persons promoting other channels and encouraging persons to subscribe to each other, right? I met Inter 66 on a channel like that, and we have become friends ever since. He has a pond. I think he started to I I think he has several ponds now, but he is always showing his fish swimming in his outdoor ponds, and it's so simple, so neat, so cool. It just awesome, right? And he's a humble gentleman, and he not boastful, presents his thing with a zest, and he is someone in which I really admire. Going my channel coming up, both of us like probably at the same pace we were building, right? And he's cool, right? So I give him credence also as one of those channels in which in the earlier days we actually pull weights together, right? Another channel in which I add to the list that probably some persons might be wondering real, yeah, he is aquarium cop, right? Now aquarium cop, um his style of shear is not for any grandstanding. He is a man that is honest within the hobby, that actually shares about his fish keeping experience in a unique and creative manner. I mean, like I remember 2 years, 3 years ago, I'd be like during the summer, like I'm brilliant. I'd be like on Aquarium Cops channel and he'd be like showing his fish live and he doesn't need to say anything. He just showing his fish live and music be playing in the background. It would just remind you of like a music video. And it's so he doesn't really care whether or not they're gonna monetize his channel. He's just showing his fish because he loves fish. And I love that enthusiasm about him, right? He has also been there with me from the beginning, from before I even reached 500, right? We were like together. Aquarium Cup. Here's to you, guy. Really, really cool, really, really cool, and I appreciate all the effort that you have done with regards to fish keeping, and he has played a role, an integral role, not only on my channel but other channels wherein which he have supported them by making nice, kind comments, and he has supported them by making suggestions and sharing ideas, being creative, right? So he's cool. He's cool that way. And if you have not checked out Aquarium Cup, you can check him out. He's in the list description below. You can just check out his link and check him out. Tell him Raleigh sent you, right? Okay. So the next person which I would like to um say that uh, they have significance to my channel is a troublemaker. Get enough trouble, right? Always get trouble, right? But I love him, man. He's like one of my besties, yo. He's very cool. He passionate about fish keeping. He's so passionate. Sometimes I'm so crying. I'm so crying. I'm so crying. He's passionate. It's Joe Munoz, of course. Yeah, that short dude, right? Joe Munoz is one of those guys that he is. If you're like out of it, if you're like really out of it, and you just feel as if you don't want to go on anymore, you know, trust me, Joe Munoz get a hang of you. Trust me, you feel as if he have just replaced your battery, and it's as if say you're well charged to go another 100 or more meters in the stretch, right? He's that type of person. He is this energy. He's this energy that is beyond reasoning to a great extent, and a lot of you might hear Joe going at it with Aquafunk and with Rob 93 and probably a few others like even Fishy Fizz that the other day on the stream, right? But Joe means no hurt. Joe is a kind soul. Joe is a person who when you think of Joe, you just think of Bugs Bunny. Yeah, he's a troublemaker, but he's a cool guy to watch, right? And he's so creative. I mean, like Joe will like let's say I don't remember how many aquariums Joe has, but Joe have this concept where he arrange his aquariums in in a thematic approach. So he might be thinking of, let's say, Star Wars today. You will see him actually get some Star Wars action figure, and he will actually place them in the aquarium, right? And if his theme is like Incredible Hulk, he'll get some Incredible Hulk action figures, and it's just so cool, right? And when you look at the theme, it's so well put together and organized. It's only Joe, man. He's so creative, and he's a good friend. He's a kind-hearted soul, as I said before, and I appreciate all the work that he has done on his channel and supporting others. And as I said before, don't take what Joe is saying, Joe Munoz is saying to mean anything that's hurtful to anybody. Joe is someone that just there for the fun. He's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. Um, I'm coming back to another individual, Fish Laws One. Now, Fish Laws One is a businessman, a researcher, an educator, a motivator, a person who speak the mean truth about issues, right? So I kind of missed that one when I was like mentioning about Fish Laws One um a while ago, right? A few minutes a while ago. All right. So there are other individuals who are positive energy uh on in fish tubing community who I think have actually aided my channel to actually reach where it's at right now. There are a lot of new persons coming into fish keeping. There are a lot of persons that expect that as soon as you put up 2 videos on YouTube, you'll automatically get 100 subscribers. 100 subscriber is the hardest thing to get on YouTube. And I did a video, I did 2 videos, wherein I share the whole idea of I sub you sub. I've learned through experience that that's not necessarily the right thing to do. I thought that that was like it was cool doing that, because I met a lot of persons and person support by checking your channel and all of that. But you also have the other effect wherein persons do check you out, or for example, you have this channel. I don't want to start any confrontation with anybody, but you have this channel to talk about. I don't remember its name, but he came on my channel and he asked me to support. I supported, and after supporting that channel, I've never seen that guy again. Right, and that's just one of the problems that the whole idea of I sub you sub have within not only FishTube land but also um, in YouTube community, right? Where in which persons don't really watch your videos because they want to watch your videos. They only stop by because they want you to support them, but they are just not supporting you, right? I realized the other day. I'm coming back to my list. I'm just talking a little bit. Um, I realized the other day that my notifications are not working. I've seen where whenever I go on YouTube, I see, like, for example, I saw a new short by um Rob 93. I saw that new short when I open YouTube itself, but when I click on my notification, I did not see it. Right. So some persons might be saying that Raleigh fish keeping Jamaica um not checking out their videos. Um to be honest, sometimes I don't know that you have a video out, right? So as a result of that, I don't get to watch your video. For example, I'm checking my notifications right now, and my notifications doesn't give me um my notification doesn't give me much, in the sense that persons in whom have actually published recently between last night and this night, last night and this morning, in which I have not watched as yet. I have my moments during the course of the day where I just sit and I'll just play videos while I do different tasks. Or I because I'm doing virtual classroom now. So while that is being played, I'm like doing work online. So it works that way for me, right? So my notification my notification doesn't tell me whether or not I have out right now, right? So I guess that's just an issue with YouTube notifications, right? The next channel is really a young channel, but the channel owner is energetic, and watching the channel owner, you would think that this channel owner um has been on YouTube like forever, right? But it's really a young channel. I admire his enthusiasm, right? I admire the whole idea of trying to get things work, trying to create this connect, trying to be you know be out there for those persons who love aquarium fish, right? Who love the whole idea of fish keeping, right? And this channel what I say is owned by a teacher, a biology teacher, right? His first video was done like 2 years ago, right? He does things related to his field of study. Like sometimes he would like I remember one time Aquafunk actually did a video that correlated with something that he was actually teaching his kids, right? And I think that that's really cool. Linking the hobby with the actual field of play is a really cool strategy in getting others to be associated with the hobby, getting others to appreciate the hobby as to what's there, right? This channel owner is of course Fishybees. I was on his stream a few nights ago, and I had fun. Although he asked me questions as if it was a 2020 thing. He asked me questions as if I was on Jeopardy, as if I was on Wheel of Fortune. But it was fun. It was fun. And presently he is like there for weeknight. It's like a weeknight episode series. Rob 93 and Fishy Base has become a feature play on my system, whether it be my tablet or my phone. Rob 93 Aquatics and Fishy Base has been a feature play as far as live is concerned. I mean, whenever their lives are on, you meet people from all over the world. Both streams are streams that are interplayed with fun and adventure, right? Creativity and the moisture of knowledge that they have actually is mirrored within the display, or should I say, within their presentation, and that's what I admire about this young man. And Fishbiz is always willing. I did have, as I said, I've done several collabs, right, guys? So I have done a collab with him, and he was receptive of the idea. He worked with me on that project, and it to me it was good, right? And he is willing to work with persons that as far as fish keeping is concerned, right? I applaud him for his effort, for his push within the hobby, his whole um his whole live thing has become a featured event along with Rob 93, right? So Fishbees really cool channel, and you should check him out if you have not checked him out before. You need to check him out. He's a good channel to watch. All right. So you have a few more channels here in which I have that I consider really cool, and I consider have impacted on whether my psychology, my sociology, or just my whole camaraderie, the whole idea of being out there, supportive on my channel and all that. Over the past 5 years, reflective. I honestly I did not notice that my channel will be five. This coming I think is April or somewhere there about. My channel will be 5 years old. I started in 2017. Five? Yeah, I started in 2017. So it will be like 5 years old, right? And I never realized until a few days ago. Then I started to make the list, right? And I realized that making the list, it's going to be impossible for me to make one list or talk about one person or two person. It has to be a group of persons. So as a result, after making the list with a group of bunch of persons, I ended up separating the list in group of twos, where I did a presentation yesterday regards to some, and those individuals are really worth mentioning. Along with these persons are really worth mentioning. Not only have they been integral in the growth of uh, my channel, related to, as I said before, the whole psychological aspect, how they actually share the ideas and how they actually do their thing, mental support and all that. But also they have aided other individuals in the project with regards to fish keeping. Now, the next person in whom I wish to bring to the fore is that Susan SLC. Susan SLC. Now, Susan, all right, Susan is well, we call her, they call her, and she call herself the mom for fish keeping, right? She is known as that because she's practically a peacemaker. She's a cool lady. She's a Christian like myself, who active in her church and active on YouTube. And I must give her credence, kudos, kudos, yeah, kudos. That's the right word. Yeah, my language there messed up. I must give her kudos. She has been so creative in actually organizing her page. I mean, it's really cool just watching Susan, and she's so passionate about what she does, right? Susan have actually been Susan from SLC Aquatic. I've actually been on one of my series also, where in which I think it's fish tubers are creators, right? And she shared, and it she was feeling, and she actually she shared well, and I loved it. I loved it, man. I loved it. Susan SLC. She took a break the other day, and for personal reasons, everybody has their issues in which they, for example, I had my issues where which I took a break a bit, but probably you wouldn't even notice that I took a break because my videos are just my fish. No, man. Give it 60 minutes every morning. So I try to do my thing. Okay. I took a break. I took several breaks last year, but I have scheduled my videos to actually come into play. Practically each time you see my videos, oh, they have been, some of my videos are actually made like 5 6 months before they are actually published. So my break involved me not doing any videos, not being really much on YouTube. You realize that I don't really respond to the comments for a long time because I was like out of it. I just tired, just tired. Just want a little break from everything and everyone, right? But I'm like I'm on there with my stuff because videos are there, but I'm just not there physically, like supporting the streams, supporting other persons, um, commenting, responding to comments made on my channel, following mainstream fish keeping community. In which I don't really think you have a community. I just think you have um, a group of persons because you have different cells within the fish keeping community, and these cells have their different ideologies. Some think about money alone, some think about trade, some think about friendship, some think about camaraderie in the sense that they're just trying to unify, like persons like Susan from SLC. She's one of those persons who try to unify members within the fish keeping community. Um, those persons that within fish keep, she tried to reach out to persons, but you have persons who try to disassociate themselves from small fish tubers like myself and others, because we are small, we are not up to par like them. It's also, and this is a topic in it. I believe that um that it should be fleshed out in a stream by itself. Some persons are of the opinion that they took 10 years to get where they're at. They took 5 years to get where they're at. They took 15 years to get where they're at. They are not into it in helping any small fish tuber to get where they are at within 2 years or within a couple of months. So as a result of that, a lot of feelings, as Jamaicans would say, are carrying, right? A lot of feelings are carrying for several small channels that have actually break the barrier, um, and have actually seen some amount of success in viewership. Some persons have become monetized. Some persons are not liking that, right? Some persons have become popular. Some persons are not liking that because they are of the opinion that just as how they have actually spent years on the back end struggling with their channel to grow, and no one aided them, and they discovered how they can actually grow, and it has actually worked for them, and they have grown, and they are now at 20,000, 10,000, 11,000, 17,000, 23,000, 50,000 million subscriber. They believe that um, persons should wait in the line and not skip the line. But I'm not for that. I believe that if, for example, let's say that I'm here and I believe that I am doing my thing, but let's say that Little Loco, a good friend of mine, awesome guy, um, let's say that Little Loco start to get popular now, and he is getting a lot of subscribers, and he's getting a lot of views, and I'm here with my 2,500 subscriber, and Little Loco pass me out in the subscribership, and he becomes monetized. Should I feel any untowards towards him being that? No, I should be happy. Um I should be encouraging him to push along, because what happened when he becomes popular, and remember we are friends, right? So when he become popular, right, I become popular because we are friends and we are associating with each other and sharing with each other. So therefore, the more he has his stream, the more he has his videos, he's popular. I'm associated with him. So eventually I'll become popular too. Right? So some persons are like not like liking that idea. And some persons are not liking the idea of being competed against with persons that have, for example, you have persons right now having thousand subscribers, being more popular than persons having like 10,000 subscribers. You might be asking me, how is that? I mean, when I say being popular, I mean like everybody is talking about this person, right? Persons might not subscribe for different reasons, right? So therefore, the subscribership probably might not reflect the real mirror the real popularity of an individual, right? You look at the amount of views that the individual has. There is gentleman from I think it's Japan. Japan or China? Yeah. Hold on. Who feels bad towards them? I was past monetization when I did on. Ah, boss. Ah, just my fish. You see what I say? Yeah, yeah. It's fun for some persons, and for some persons, it's like it's like a trade-off game. It's something in which they look forward to be popular, to be out there. Okay, 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 okay. So just my fish, would you actually turn it on now if you actually rebuild the confidence in your viewers and getting them to actually start watching stuff again and get more subscriber? Would you actually just my fish? Would you actually click that monetization? Would you accept it right now? All right, I mean I just my fish actually contemplates that. Right? We were talking about SLC, and then I actually branched off to talking about channels that have whole issues, right? I am never and I will never be jealous or what I call it now, angry at another channel for actually reaching particular goals on YouTube. I am really happy and happy being that that person, those persons, and I reference and seeing that they are at that level, kind of motivates saying that listen, both of us were friends, we're like that, and so it will take nothing it will take nothing for me to actually reach there. It's like a motivation thing. It's like you putting a sausage in front of one of your pets to say follow this. I understand it. So it's like hey, they are there. I can go that too. So therefore, you can follow. You can actually use that as a motivation to move forward, right? I know, I know, I know, I know. Right. I know that. Okay, okay, okay. 10 videos per day to get $100 per week. No, sir, enough time that man, enough time that. But you see, I've known channels that after they have become monetized, it's as if they have been so stretched trying to get monetized that they start to produce foolishness and practically after a while they just stop produce. So it's like they are monetized, but they're not you're not seeing what they normally show before they get monetized. It's like a different them. And I have seen the opposite where each persons have become monetized, and as a result of them becoming monetized, they choose now to behave a particular way. They no longer visit other individual channel and share comments. They no longer visit other person's stream. They no longer want to do certain things with those persons in whom have actually aided them to reach where they are at, right? But there's this thing they call karma, and I'll do a video on that one day. Or should I say, I'll do a stream on that one day. The whole idea of karma, because karma is hitting some of them right now, where in which they are like, for some reason they are like down and they are not being they are being supported by those persons in whom they have actually shunned over the years or months in which they were like in fameland, right? And so we must be careful as to how we burn our bridges, because bridges as we move, because we might end up need those bridges to actually go back on a firm footing in the future. All right, so I have two more channels in which I would like to big up. I like to big up Matthew Moore Secrets. Matthew Moore Secrets. He has a voice that is soft. He has a petite style image he shares. He has done several shares with me, several collaborations, and if you have looked at my collab playlist, as I said before, I have probably about 120 collabs in which I've done with persons all over the world, from Russia to America to India to Europe. I have done several collabs with persons, right? Matthew Moore have done several collabs with me, and Matthew Moore, he is knowledgeable of shell dwelling fish, cichlids, but he's a good friend. He's supportive. He is not motivated by by persons, I call it now, negative energy. Right? He is a positive energy, right? So he uses the positive energy in any particular situation to push forward, and I must applaud him for that. Right? He has been through a lot, and I must applaud him for that. And he has shared that publicly, and based on those share, it has motivated me to say that, listen, what I am going through is like a baby to what this gentleman has actually gone through, right? And as a result, um yeah, I understand about the whole private sponsorship, but in a sense, private sponsorship, it limits sometimes, to some extent, what you can and cannot do promo. With regards to whomever sponsorship better. There are a few steps that you should understand and take before you actually consider that. One, you need legal counseling on that, right? Because with private sponsorship, it is as if that private sponsor is actually owning your channel. It's like it's just like, for example, I'm doing streaming right now using StreamYard, right? StreamYard have my streams on its system, and I make it available on YouTube, right? Practically, StreamYard owns my stream, right? It's like it's sponsoring my stream, so you'll always see StreamYard. This is a free version, by the way. You'll always see StreamYard on my stream, right? It's similar to that with private sponsorship. So you have to be like thinking about the legal implication when thinking about private sponsorship as far as your channel is concerned, right? It works, yes, but there are some legal ramifications that you need to look at, right? More Secrets, yes, yes, More Secrets does videos, and as I said before, I don't know why, but I'm not getting my notification from YouTube with regards to persons placing their videos. So persons might feel a little bit upset with regards to the video. For example, one of the reasons why you might see me just my fish, commenting on your videos, is because you're here. Matimo last video was 3 months ago, but as I said before, he had done actually three or two video shares with me recently. One of which is um boss, ah Raja's Aquarium, respect. Okay. Um, Matimo, I think he did two collabs with me, right? He did one where in which I looked at Matimore fish room, and he did two where in which I did aquarium plants series where we actually shared about Anubis. I think Anubis, yeah, about that. Right. So he's there for those two. But he has been busy with his personal life, so I understand. I've communicated with him regarding that, but he nevertheless he has been there for me. Just as I said before, he has not produced any videos. So here you see where which why I had to wait much more, right? With regards to the support he have actually given me um over the years, right? Matimore haven't done any videos in the last 3 months, but at the same time, because of his personal life schedule, but at the same time, he found time to actually did two pieces for me for my two last series that I had. But at the same time, he did not do any videos for himself. And trust me, he has quality display aquariums where in which he can share at any time what he has been keeping in those aquariums. So he's not short on content. It's just that he has situations in which he has to deal with personally, and that's why you have not seen anything from Matimore for a bit. But I can guarantee you that you will see stuff from him very very shortly, right? I got a message from him recently, but he is one of those guys, as I said before. If I say along with Vinegar, if I say okay, if I said Vinegar, I've been doing a series and such and such and such. Vinegar will be asking when will the series start and when do you want it, right? That's the outrightness of EJ Vinegar and Matty Moore too. He is cool. Yeah, as with everybody else, you would have to like remind them that yeah, remember such and such, but he's not going to be doing it. It's just that he has his own personal time and life to deal with situations, right? Not anything bad or for things for you to concern yourself about. It's just that you sometimes you just need a break. Sometimes you just need to concentrate on other things. And when you concentrate on other things, you feel you want for other things, so you feel motivated to return to what you were at before. All right. So to wrap things up, and wrapping things up is neatly structured. Little loto for fish. Little loto for fish. I don't know why he calls his name that, but little loto for fish. He reminds me to some extent of Joe Munoz, right? So many time I wonder if Little Loto and Joe Munoz are like the same person. Because he's so he's so entertaining to watch one, and he's so humble, and personally he is knowledgeable of content, and he actually you know he shares from his heart. It's a personal connection with fish tubing land. So I give him kudos, and he has been supporting my channel um from ever since, right? And I appreciate that. He has been on YouTube for 5 years, right? For 5 years, but not consistently. And and that's the other thing in which persons just leave because they feel as if they're not being supported by the viewers, by the audience, right? And Little Loho and I are good friends. I did a video about a package in which he sent me a few days ago, right? And it was well received. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, just my fish. But I'm coming back to Little Loco. Just my fish. YouTube is like another work. It's like an investment. If you have actually reached the point where you have monetized, what you're seeing is that persons are interested in your shares, and that YouTube is awarding you the possibility for you to become monetized. That doesn't mean that you're gonna limit yourself to what you have been doing before, but you're gonna step up your game. So being monetized means that you have to go to the next phase, and that next phase is actually getting new equipment, getting new software, probably getting a studio. And that's if you are going to be going into YouTube as a business, right? Earning 3K a month from YouTube is awesome, but at the same time, you have to remember that earning is one thing, but you have to be putting out the quality. Now, when I just started YouTube, my quality was poor, and I see that over and over and over again, right? However, I'm continuing the process over the past 5 years. I've seen where in which I have grown as my channel, edits and the shares have actually improved, right? So yeah, so in being monetized, you have to pace yourself. You have to know what you're doing. You can't overextend your hand. You don't buy that expensive camera awareness. That investment won't pay off for itself. You won't. For example, let's say that I get monetized this month or next month, right? My first priority would be probably within the next few months, one, to get new equipment, and two, to get a centerpiece fish, right? Centerpiece fish, and it's just a strategy, right? You get a centerpiece fish, whether you're gonna get so a paco or piranha or discus or one, where you get a centerpiece fish. So your channel is focused on one thing for a bit, while you actually do the shifting around of your channel, so that your viewers can have a focus attention on something. Because as you search for that, as you search for that thing, I don't know what to call it, but as you search for that thing on YouTube, to to check to see where your audience interest really lies, right? And you actually find it. You have to know, zero in on it. For example, I realized that my audience likes when I share about like breeding projects, when I'm breeding certain fish, when I'm keeping certain fish. So I have to sit and I have to some views that I've gotten for some of my videos, and then based on that, now I also, but that all of this, what I'm saying, is for a different chat. It's for a different stream that I might have in the near future, right? Setting myself up for possible growth on YouTube, right? That's probably another food for thought. But as I end the stream, I end by lifting my hats to all those persons in whom I've mentioned yesterday and today, and in whom I believe have actually contributed to fish keeping on YouTube, to persons might who might mention it, persons might not mention it. My last channel in which I mentioned, Little Local for Fish, um, is an awesome channel, a small channel, a channel that a lot of people probably might overlook, but I love to watch this channel because it's just cool, right? And the personality of the channel owner is awesome. I thank you very much for stopping by. I thank you very much for actually joining the stream, for listening. Because it it's it's time consuming listening to person ramble and talk and all of that, yeah. But when you listen for a bit, you realize that that person really have some connection. So I appreciate you listening. Just my fish. Have a wonderful day, and Roger Aquarium, enough respect. Um, those persons who have not yet checked out Roger Aquarium, you can check him out. You see content in it. It shares. But for now, I'm gonna fix my breakfast, get some tea, get something to consume. I'm hungry. Just woke up. My class starts next week. Timetable change, so they are kind of changing up everything. So next week probably my stream, my the time might change into a much later time, but I'll be there streaming for the entire month of January, and then I go back to videos um now and then. All right, but for now, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace out. One love. Right here. Cool. Bye, just my fish. Cool.